Vish here. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can quieten your mind first thing in the morning. When we wake up first thing, it is really normal for our minds to be absolutely going off, absolutely chattering, going really fast. This is common given the fast lifestyle that we live these days. We're always plugged into technology, we have so many responsibilities, and unless we are consciously cultivating a silent mind throughout the day, there's a good chance that we're going to wake up first thing in the morning with this monkey mind of ours going off. In this video, I want to share with you 3 things that I do that help me to quieten my mind before I start my day. Because when you change your state before you start your day, you have a totally different experience of the day. When you choose peace in the morning, your day will reflect peace. When we wake up first thing in the morning, it's really normal for our minds to be racing, especially if we've gone to bed wired the night before, like really wired in our heads, maybe working really late or just watching TV, being on our phones. When we consume a lot of technology before we go to bed and don't give ourselves time to decompress, it is extremely common to wake up with a racing mind. The issue is when most of us wake up with a racing mind, yet we do nothing about it or not even recognize that our mind is racing. This energy carries out into the rest of the day. And the energy we bring to the day is reflected back to us in our physical reality. So it is essential that we do something first thing in the morning to slow the mind down and create more inner silence, more inner peace, so that the rest of our day becomes a reflection of that peace. So the first thing that I usually do when I wake up first thing in the morning, and I highly recommend this, is do some breath work before you even get out of bed. If that's something you can do, if you're sleeping alone and nobody's sleeping next to you, or they don't mind, or they're up before you. Keep your eyes closed, and before you even open your eyes, take a moment to do some kind of breath work. Now, this might be Wim Hof breathing. You can Google Wim Hof's breathing technique, and you could do that in bed. Another thing you can do is simply start taking deep belly breaths. So you can just close your eyes and begin to breathe deep into your belly, allowing your belly to expand with every breath and contract with every breath out. Expand with every breath in and contract with every breath out. And maybe just do 10 of these. Another breathing exercise you can do is you can just take really deep belly breath like that. And then just hold them at the top for as long as you can. That one to me actually feels the best whenever I do it. It's the easiest. It doesn't take a lot of time like the Wim Hof breathing does. But it ultimately allows me to really keep that breath in and just eventually let go of it all. Because when you hold your breath at the top, something happens that when you let go and just release, it just seems to send all of the excess energy out of your body. So I'd say do this just before you even get out of bed with your eyes still closed, and let it be the first thing you do. And when you take these deep breaths, and if you choose to do the breathing exercise where you hold the breath at the top, in the silence of the stillness of holding your breath in, just keep your awareness on your mind. Watch your mind. Watch the thoughts in your mind. And as you watch them, they will start to dissolve in the light of your awareness as well. Now, the second thing I recommend that you do in order to slow your mind down is to grab a journal and just write in that journal. Write your thoughts, write your feelings, nothing constructed, no set intention, except to just release what's on your mind, release what's in you. Journaling is an excellent energy release. It could be gibberish, it could make no sense, it could be your feelings about the day, about life, just whatever is going on inside you, just let it all out. And then when you're done with this, you can either keep it in your journal, or something that I find to be really powerful is just to rip it up, throw it in the bin, or just burn it. something that just gets rid of the piece of paper after you've released your energy onto it. Unless you're collecting it for some reason because you want to look back at your thoughts, you want to look back at how you're tracking in a particular way, I would say just rip it up, throw it in the bin, and then move on with your day. Getting your thoughts out of your mind onto the paper is an excellent way to release this energy, because the chatter of our minds is a buildup of energy. It's like turning a tea kettle on and letting it hit 100 degrees and it starts building up, the steam starts building up. And now imagine that you cover the tea kettle with your hands and don't let the steam come out. Eventually it will explode. What we're doing here is we are removing our hands from the tea kettle and allowing the steam to exit. The third thing you can do in the morning to release energy that I highly recommend is some kind of physical activity. Now, not necessarily like weightlifting or running, but something where you can really be present, like stretching or like yoga. When you start to stretch muscles out and bring your presence to the muscles you're stretching out, you can actually feel that energy release from your body. As you feel the burn, the stretch, the pain, whatever it is, that is the release. This isn't to say that running and weightlifting aren't great as well. I do recommend you do them. Running can be amazing, but just make sure that when you are running or you're weightlifting, you're being present with what's in your body. A lot of people use exercise as a way to distract from what they're feeling, but if you use it as a way to get deeper into your body, I highly recommend it then as well. Now, these three things can be used separately, or you can use them one after the other. In the order that I've listed is great. I'd also like to add a bonus fourth one as well, which just came to my mind that I think is amazing too, is take some time to just sit in silence. No phone, no books, no podcasts, no music, nothing. And just be in the silence and do your best to just watch your breathing, watch your thoughts, just something, anything that keeps you in a state of doing nothing, but being with yourself, being in silence if you can, cultivating inner silence. It's an amazing journey when we take away all of the technology, all of the things that we do during the day, because our ego starts to get uncomfortable, because we're used to constantly looking in different places for our enjoyment. When you do this, it might not feel comfortable at first, and your mind might even get louder. Actually, it probably will get louder. But over time, doing this every day, you will have breakthroughs. That's why Vipassana meditation is so powerful. Vipassana meditation retreats are those 10-day retreats where you go and meditate in silence for basically 10 whole days with very little space to talk or to do any activity. The beginning is super uncomfortable, but then the breakthrough is super peaceful. So these are just some practices that I recommend. When you start your day with a quiet mind, the rest of your day will be a reflection of that peace. But when you leap out of bed, jump on your phone, do anything that keeps your mind getting louder and louder, appeasing the anxiety you're feeling by distracting yourself, just ignoring it, when you continue to live in that way, the rest of your day just reflects that, because the external world is simply a reflection of who we are and what we're feeling on the inside. So in order to have peace, to have joy in your reality, you must first choose it. You must first choose to be joy and peace within. I'd love to hear from you. Leave your comments down below. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you're notified of any new videos I put out. If you want to work with me personally to help you shift into a more peaceful state, to quieten your mind, connect with your soul, then you can apply for a free one-to-one consult. The link is in the description down below. And as always, much love from me to you, and I will see you in the next video.